Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Leo for December of 2011. And this also applies if you have a Leo ascendant. So my Leos, this is a very big month for all of us astrologically because we have an eclipse at 18 degrees of Gemini, which is falling in your 11th house. And for the first 2 weeks of the month, we're still under a Mercury retrograde, which is falling in your 5th house. So for you Leos, this is really a very important time for you to get in touch with your creativity. Leos by nature. Leo is the sign of creativity. It's ruled by the sun, that bright, shining force. So a Leo needs to shine. Wherever you are, you need to shine and you need to be appreciated. That's what Leos need above all. So where are you going to shine? Well, first of all, let's start out with this eclipse in your 11th house. This is very much about some of your dreams and wishes may not have turned out for you. Maybe you've been disappointed by some of the things that you had hoped for. This eclipse will get you to reevaluate and renew some of your dreams and your wishes of what you want to achieve in your life, what you want to do, some of the things that you really, really want. This eclipse will make you reevaluate. It will push you along in this area. Also, your social circle, I would imagine, will change. There'll be a change of direction in the people that are around you. The people that you want around you may change. Your whole your circle of friends may well change. It may either grow or it may become smaller. A particular friend may go out of your life. A new friend may come in. Whatever happens, it won't stay the same. An eclipse, as we know, because we're having a lot of them, takes effect for at least 6 months afterwards. So this area will be affected for quite some time. It's also a time to think about as well your place maybe in your community, whether you want to do something that's involving in volunteering in your community or maybe teaching something in your community. It could be helping with survival skills or whatever it is that you feel you can make your special contribution, as well where you can be creative, because there's a lot happening in this house of creativity. As well, if you've been reflecting about becoming self-employed, reflect on it for the first 2 weeks and then start to take action on it after the last 2 weeks of the month. It's also a great time for anything that's fun. This is important that you focus on some of the things that are fun in your life. All too often, Leos, you do get involved with wanting to take on responsibilities and be the big organizer and then delegate out, but you still sometimes take on too many responsibilities because often you're the only one that's good at it. So that would have to come into balance during this eclipse as well, and the Mercury retrograde. Still got Mars in your 2nd house all month, so it's a good month for putting energy into your money-making ability, into finances, into generating more income, into focusing on maybe creative ways of generating a passive income you might want to be looking at during this Mars in your 2nd house. So very important to be proactive about your finances and go for it yourself, not waiting for something else to happen, but being actively going after something. So if you've been applying for jobs and nothing's happened, keep going, keep applying, don't give up. That Mars in your 2nd house pushing you to go beyond boundaries. All month we've got Saturn trine to Neptune from your 3rd house to your 7th house. So if you've had certain dreams about a relationship, it could well become a reality for you this month. As well, if you've had certain wishes around what you want to have as a social life, a circle of friends around you, that too could become a reality because Saturn helps something become real. The dream is Neptune, Saturn is the reality. The 3rd week of the month, we've got a sextile from the Sun to Venus, from your 5th to your 7th. What a lovely time for a relationship, for meeting somebody, for a romance. It's really good for spending times with friends, meeting new ones. It's a good time for loving and appreciating people in your life that are important to you. Any tensions that you've had in a relationship could really be smoothed out during this time. Lovely week that third week in the month. And the trine from your 5th to your 3rd with the Saturn is going to be very good for any kind of learning that you need to get done, any completion in any studying, and anything related to work is well favoured during that particular week, and communications will be well favoured. Last week of the month we've got Venus conjunct Neptune in your 7th house. Couldn't find it there, that Mercury retrograde still affecting me. So a little bit of daydreaming going on about your relationships and ideals a little bit. Might not be the best week for making serious judgments about the relationships in your life, but just a nice time to be selfless, to give, and to enjoy the people in your life. So there you have it. I wish you a great month. You might want to have a reading about what 2012 holds in store for you, or maybe treat somebody else to a reading or a question, or maybe treat them to a book or an audio, or maybe just get my free download chart, little mini reading from my website. Whatever happens, I will be delighted to hear from you. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great month. Bye for now.